Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are doing great. Happy 2025 and our first video of the year, which is going to be EDC 2025. What am I carrying on a daily basis? And so today we have a couple of products that we'll be talking about. First up is my phone. So this is my daily phone, the iPhone 15 Pro. These are lens protectors, which is why it looks a bit different than this one, but it has been an excellent phone, very reliable. The cameras are solid. Battery life is amazing on this phone. That's what got me addicted to this phone is the battery life is just so crazy. And the only complaint that I have about this phone is file management. Absolute garbage. I hate it so much, but this is still a great phone regardless. Next up are my earbuds. So these are my daily earbuds, the Galaxy Buds 3 Pro, and these earbuds are fantastic. They are attached to an AirTag, which I know, sin, right? Apple and Samsung together, it's crazy, but yeah, it has a carbon fiber case from Spigen. I attached the carabiner clip to an AirTag because I haven't had a good experience with the Samsung Smart Tag. I know they just released a new one, so I might give it a second chance, but it just didn't work out for me, and it just wasn't that great. But I did like the features on the Smart Tag. There's obviously a lot less with this guy, but this guy's just so much easier to find, and it just works very, very well with the Find My app. And so for me, that's a huge priority that I'm able to find my things without waiting for it to connect or whatever, which was a big issue with the Smart Tag. And I know I'm giving up a lot of features, but this thing is just so convenient for what I need it for, which is to find the item that I attached it to. That's my sole priority, and it does it very well, which is why I use it. Next up is my wallet. So I actually got this from a Ford dealership. I was picking up some parts. This is 100% leather. It was on the house, so I didn't have to pay for it. They were very generous about that. And so this is actually a really nice soft touch leather. As you can see, I have the SpongeBob license to cover up my actual ID. Probably the worst $5 I've ever spent. And on the wallet, you have space for cash and space for cards here in the front. And then you have like this stretchable portion where it allows you to put coins or more cash. And then over here, another storage area for cards. Overall, it's very nice. It's a very lovely thing to hold. It's rather slim. The other wallet that I featured last year was a bit thinner, but this is still a nice option. You guys know how much I love leather, so that's why it's my everyday carry for my wallet. I know a lot of people like to use these types of leather wallets that have MagSafe, so you can just attach it to the back of your phone. You can use it as a kind of grip to hold it. But honestly, as much as I love these, this is just good for like going out. You put one or two cards in, and then you're on your way. This has a similar function, except it's not MagSafe. You have this cool pull tab that allows the cards to come up. And so I love these wallets. I use them for a bit, but I just need an area to hold cash in, and these just don't really offer that option. On to the next item. This is definitely a must-have in my opinion. This is the Anker 20,000 milliamp hour battery, and this is actually pretty crazy because I didn't plan on using it as much as I do, because I do have a smaller charger battery pack. But for some reason, this one just stuck, and so I've been using it pretty much everywhere I go. You have this button on the side to check the percentage. You have a built-in cable and two extra ports for two more devices. And then you have a built-in kickstand, which is pretty nice to have. While you're charging it, you just kind of put your phone over here, and then you connect it to the side, and it's just this nice convenient charging station that allows you to keep doing what you were doing wherever you are. It's a very nice and versatile battery pack, and it's not too heavy. It's about a phone in size, but it is rather thick. I did cover this in a previous video, so go check that out if you want more information on it. So next up is my multiple charger cable. This is the InCharge 6-in-1. This was featured last year as well. So this is something that I've always carried on me just because you never know what kind of phone people have. And so this one has USB-C to C, USB-C to A, or USB-C to Lightning, USB-C A to Lightning, plus the Lightning cable actually doubles as the micro USB. So you have micro USB to USB-C or micro USB to USB-A. So those are your 6 options. So you can have it in any configuration that you want or need it to be in, and you can help your friends who don't have the latest iPhone. This is a great cable to have. It's actually so small and it connects via magnet and boom. So this is one thing that I actually like to do. I put the cable on the battery pack, and since it connects with the magnets, it's very nice and secure. And at any time, I always have any cable that I need because I have 2 extra ports, and so I can share the power. So these two are a power duo essentially. And I've been using it like this, and this is how it pretty much looks on the daily. It's not the fastest charging cable, but when you need it most, it comes in clutch. Plus, it's so portable. Next up, you won't believe me, but it's the Marshall Emberton, the original speaker. Yeah, so this one has been my daily driver because I blew out my speakers in my car. And as you may know, it is not cheap to fix. And so this was the next best thing. $150, but I think right now you can probably find them for around 100. But this is now my in-car speaker and it works fantastic. It fills up the whole car. This is still some solid sound and I'm very happy with this. It goes around 2 or 3 weeks without a charge, and that's why it's my daily thing because it's always in my car and I always need it to listen to music. The only downside is that it doesn't have a speakerphone when taking calls, but for what I use it for, it works perfectly. Second to last thing, so I don't carry this everywhere with me, but it's just because I use it so often. Almost on a daily basis is why I'm including this. This is a 2-in-1 SD card USB-C adapter for iPhone and Android. So it supports the normal size SD card and the micro SD card as well. It can also support both of them at the same time. And so I use this because I'm always transferring files. I know that Apple and Samsung no longer include support for internal SD card slots. So this is the next best thing to always have access to your stuff. This is the newest version. I accidentally set my older one into the washing machine and well, yeah, it didn't like the swim. So I had to get a new one, and so here it is. I highly recommend it if you do a lot of content creation or generally use a lot of SD cards like I do. So I lied, not second to last thing. This is the second to last thing. These are my rings. So as you know, jewelry for me is a huge thing. I love jewelry. I have over 60 rings in my collection, and I already have so many rings that I want to buy. You know how it is. I think I also featured this one in last year's episode. This is a ring that I got last year in the summer, and generally, I just like rings, so I just want to show it off. So next up is the Galaxy S21 Ultra, and this might be kind of a surprise for you guys because I know I used to buy a lot of the flagship phones from Samsung, but I've kind of stopped doing that because this economy is brutal. So this is a phone that came out obviously in 2021, and I will be making a video for how it holds up in 2025, but basically this phone is my other daily driver. As you know, I come from a background of using Galaxy devices pretty much since my first phone, so I cannot stop using them because a lot of my stuff is very much rooted within Samsung phones, so I need a Galaxy device pretty much always. And so this is the S21 Ultra in a very, I would say, rare color combination. Don't kill me if I'm wrong. If you look here on the back, this is actually a Samsung exclusive color, and no, I did not buy this when it was new. I actually bought it refurbished, and they sent it to me in this custom color. I didn't request it. It was a gift because they had previously sent me a faulty unit, and they made up for it by sending me a custom color free of charge, which was pretty nice of them. For some reason, the paint is peeling off the glass, but on the inside, right here, we have carbon fiber, which I think is really neat. This is actually part of the custom package. They put carbon fiber on the actual camera housing, which I think is so cool. It looks very sleek. And so I mainly use this phone for managing files of the YouTube videos and recording the majority, if not all my videos. But this is honestly such a good phone, and I'm considering upgrading to the S22 Ultra because even though it keeps up and it handles well and has great cameras, they are slightly showing their age from time to time in low light. And it does have the latest One UI 6.1, so it's still a very capable phone. The cameras are still fantastic. It's just that for me, I just want a little bit of a newer phone just because it runs out of software support by the end of next year, I believe. So it still has plenty of life. We'll talk more about it in the separate video. The screen is still just as beautiful as when it came out. It's such a stunning phone to view content on, especially on a 6.8-inch screen. But yeah, so that's the setup for this year, and I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, the links for all of these products will be in the description, except for this one. You have to buy this one in store. Aside from that, they should all be down there. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.